Stream is going. There we go.
Ring looks so tiny compared to your other one.
It does. It does. All right. Hey, everybody. Ah.
And yet somehow it looks bigger than the other ring than this one.
All right. Let me get the camera going, too. Okay, so here's the game plan. While I was away, I wrote home every day. Alright, while I was away, I actually stripped the wheel off of the silver rig, got the pedals ready to pull right off. They're just sitting on there. But I'm definitely going to have to drill this. I measured it, and I'm going to have to drill the wheel deck in order to install the Bodner wheel. Now, my job as a reviewer, tester, is to test things in a few different scenarios, as you know I like to do. So what I'm going to do for today, for right now, is I'm going to equip this with Thrustmaster equipment, just stock Thrustmaster equipment, and then get it all dialed in. Get the positioning all right, get the pedals at the right angle and height, get the seat, get everything tightened up, and then get it so that I could literally get to the point where I could review all the footage that I want to review with Thrustmaster equipment, and then I'll get a bunch of driving shots. So tonight what we're going to do is we're going to get it set up with Thrustmaster equipment, get it dialed up, set up, ready to do some driving. And then that's it. Then I'm going to do a bunch of driving, but I won't leave you guys live because that's when I just move the camera around to like 10 different angles just so you can see it in every possible direction. So, yeah, and then like I said, and then phase 2, after I've got all that footage, which I'll probably try to get most of tonight. I'm really trying to haul ass on everything right now. And then tomorrow, with a little luck, tomorrow I will adapt it for Leo Bodner wheel and Ricmotec hydraulic pedals. I can tell you right now that the HPP pedals would go on there no matter what, because there's enough slots that it would work, because I only did the front leading edge anyway when I mounted them. And my Ricmotec would work because they work on any Logitech holes, and I can't imagine that's not a set of Logitech holes somewhere right there. So, let's get to it, yeah? I need a blade to be able to get in my box. My blade is in my toolbox, which is under my Bodner wheel. So we'll just have to use a good old-fashioned Swiss Army knife. So all I'm doing is grabbing my Thrustmaster. I'm using a TSXW. We'll find out if we put the pedals in the right spot. We'll find out if we put the upright for the wheel deck in the right spot. We'll find out the adjustability for a stock type wheel. So, where's my power plug side of this? There it is. Okay. Whoops, almost scared me. this original packaging out of here. We won't be needing that. We will need the power cord, the USB. We will not need the instructions. We will need a wheel rim. The rest of this can go away. I don't need the clamp. And then I can get this giant box out of here also. Yeah, I almost went and bought VR, but then I was like, you know, I just know it. If I buy VR for $3.99 today, I swear it'll be on sale tomorrow for $3.49. I just know that's coming, and I'll kill myself. All right, so there's our equipment. I'm gonna start with the pedals. I need some hardware. Now, I think this actually came with, like, screws to mount your hardware, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, the dog's got to be a pain in the butt still. So I'm back in their little blister pack of parts. I have a lot of leftover nuts and bolts, by the way. I like that they give you, it seems like they give you extra. This can't all just be for putting it into the other style rig. It seems like there's even more than that. Could be mistaken. Now, are these this size? Wouldn't that be convenient? And they are. Oh, look at that. Kudos to R-Seat on giving you mounting hardware. Max! Max, Max! Mad Max, come here! What are you doing? What are you making all that ruckus for? Hi. What are you doing? We're building a rig, buddy. Come here. Ah. Don't make more noise. Come here. Come on. It's okay. You can do it. Oh, you're such a scaredy cat. Come on. Come here. Come here. What are you doing? It's just a sim rig. It's not going to hurt you. Hi. Yeah, hi. Oh, hi. You're such a crazy. Where are you going? Sorry, dog love.
He's like, I gotta go bark at those kids.
What's that?
He's like, I gotta go bark at those kids.
That's exactly where he went. He's like, ah, screw you. That's no fun. I can get that anytime. There are children that need to be screamed at. Alright, there's that. And now, the nice thing is this has slots, so when I get the 2 bolts in for the pedal base, what I can do is put the whole thing as far to the left side of the rig as I can. Hey, this thing's not sticking in it. There we go. Okay, so now I can loosen that and slide it all the way over, and that's where I will install. Okay, now those I should be able to tighten down all the way. If I could reach my tools. We'll come back to that. What I also want to do is sit in the rig and then make an adjustment on the distance. But we can also get into mounting this guy. This guy. I do like this wheel. Of the Thrustmasters, this is my favorite. Sorry, Billy.
Which model of the Thrustmaster is that? The TSPC?
TSXW. Whoa, we're a little stretched out, aren't we? I'm like, no, but the pedals are going to be way up there.
So it's going to have to get that pilot raised, but you're going to have to move that way back closer.
Way closer.
This one start seems like a bad idea now.
No, the whole idea is the rig is supposed to be adjustable to us, not us to the rig. I do not accept phone books as a proper alternative.
Do they still make phone books?
I don't know.
Yeah, they still do. They still do.
Alright, I'm going to want more angle on that for sure.
Those things gotta come in at least a good 8 inches. Those pedals.
Yes, they do.
I mean, maybe you can pick up stills. Oh, that is a nice looking rim.
Yeah, that's why this is my favorite for two reasons. I like the red cover. I like that it's still small, even though technically the TGT has the shaker motors and it's the better of the two, I guess. Alright, let's start at the wheel deck.
The only way you can get that rim too is with just that motor too.
Say that again?
Oh, it wasn't that the only way to get that rim was you had to buy the mount too. The rim.
Oh, right.
And the servo.
Okay, let's get to... Oh. Well, it's nice that it is ready for those. I mean, it didn't take but 5 minutes to get a wheel and pedals on the rig. So that's cool. Is that gonna do it or no? Oh, we are pretty close. I think I want them just a hair closer. But I'm maxed out without jumping to the next row. Yeah, it's hard to say. That might be good enough, you guys.
Picker saws.
What's that?
Is it just put on picker saws?
Okay.
You get some driving shoes now.
I have some driving shoes.
There you go.
Alright, I have locked it down. Let's see if I think it got just a hair closer when I did that too. We'll check that out. Bada boom.
So I'm doing a live stream?
What's that?
Sorry, I'm so late. Or,
Yeah, we're live.
okay. No, kind of stupid for asking. Sorry. It proves the first post.
That's the amount of flex we're dealing with. See it?
Pretty good, man. You got the voice out a lot of that too, right? So that-
No, but I have the conical brake mod.
Oh, okay. Still, that puts a little bit more force on it.
Say again?
Yeah, put a little bit more force on it.
One more time.
Put a little more force on it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Oh no, I removed the wrong fucking hole. You moron.
Don't take that from showing. The stream kind of goes complete now.
I was so happy with myself too. Like, here we go, moving right along, moving right along. Not sure, that might be one click too low. That's pretty F1 right there, isn't it?
Put your helmet on, we can play it better.
I don't have an F1 style helmet, sorry.
Put your little fireman's suit on. Like those open face helmets, those always look great on everybody. But when they're one size too small. Or one size too big, sit there and it flops around.
Tim, you were saying this is going to be a good ab workout, right?
Yeah, it'll really work out the ab. Easy, easy, you hurt yourself.
Yeah, I don't want the wheel any closer than that, that's for sure. You guys, I think we nailed it. That didn't take much, did it?
That wasn't your knees from hitting that
You know what? Your knees aren't really lifting when you're operating the pedals at all. You're pushing with your feet, you know, only. It's not so much a knee movement as it is in a GT position. Alright, let me lock it down. This is pretty sturdy considering I still haven't locked it down. This whole thing's still flimsy. That's pretty badass. Alright.
Yeah, well, that one bracket's loose, but that otherwise looks like it's pretty solid.
Actually, I think there's quite a few areas I still haven't even tightened down.
Well, you should just go around and hit every screw as you go around.
Yep, now that we're cozy. So some of the big changes, I had told you at the beginning that this is sort of like the second generation of the FGT. The original, this is all holes, so it was somewhat limited how much range of motion or adjustment you had, versus with the slots, it's sort of infinite. I think they doubled up on some screws that had been one became two, some of the set screw positions, things like that. So they have made some changes. Also, I think the original one was a gloss finish and they went to a matte finish. Don't know if that's a big deal to everybody or not, but...
So, it went from holes to a slot, or from a slot to holes?
They went from holes to a slot. In the case of the distance of the upright and the pedal tray, but they went to holes when it... I don't know what they had, but like the angle adjustment here and on the pedals are both holes. But that's good because honestly that's an area where I wouldn't want slots. I'm very confident in this ability to hold, this ability to hold. But if that was on a slot, the pressure of a brake or the pressure of me jumping on my force feedback isn't strong enough.
I can see how maybe if they had extendable arms right there for holding the wheel to be able to raise it up, you know, up and down.
This does right here, Tim. These are telescopic right here.
Oh, are they telescopic?
Yeah, it's just for me, I have them all the way down. I just locked them down with these two screws.
Oh, okay.
You want to see?
I was gonna say, no, that's fine. If they're telescopic, that's all. Yeah, that extends out. I was just like, wow, that'd be really tight for a big guy.
Well, especially, also keep in mind the same rig converts to the GT. So this seat would swing up. This would move forward and upward is my guess. So yeah, I mean...
That moves the front of the seat down, though?
Say that again?
Wouldn't the front of the seat go down as you tilted it up?
No, well, it just pivots from this point right here. So you loosen this, undo it back here, the whole back lifts up, and then it gets a brace that goes under it.
Yeah.
We're going to do that too on our final stage.
That's
But yeah, for our final stage of this one, we're going to do that also.
right.
I'm not worried about testing that maybe with both components so much. So I'll probably do this, then outfit it for heavy duty, then convert it to a GT will be my testing order. Alright, I never tightened the seat as well. That's the smaller Allen wrench. Alright, it is coming along though. I think we can almost start driving. I think we have a Mazda practice room. I mean, now my monitors are a little too high, but... What's that?
I said you figure they're higher than your head.
I know. But I'll race like that for tonight. And then maybe tomorrow I'll try to go get something to hold the seat higher. The rig, I mean.
Yeah, so a little platform for, and to make it easier to get in and out. I know a guy that has a semi F1 rig, and he builds himself up, and he's actually smaller than you.
What?
Yeah. Well, sort of, yeah.
Smurf?
He's only like 5'2". He's really small.
Is he blue?
No. Does he talk about Grove of the Law? His wives only like 4'9".
Whoops.
They're quite the bear.
She blue.
The other thing is,
Leg weighs about as much as both of them put together.
it also does have a movable seat.
It's a ton of gold, but he's trying to make it out of straw.
Oh, I keep hitting my power cord. So I put the seat down, it looks like. There we go. Oh,
The end of the rig kind of sticks out far enough that it doesn't look like your pedals are going to be within an inch of the wall, to where you're not marring up the wall. Now with a longer, like a 8 pp or something like that, a pedal set, it might hit the wall.
well, let's see. Let's get.
Higher, longer knot, or further out knot.
Okay, so now let's see. We'll get the power cord on it. And we'll slide it in and see, Tim.
Did you tighten your set screw on your steering wheel?
No, thank you. Oh, actually, this has a screwdriver I can use.
Oh God, those stupid turbo boosters. I still laugh at those silly looking things.
I like it.
It's cool. It's, it probably gets cooled better because the air can come up through the middle of that turbo power pack. That's just so gimmicky.
It gives you 2 miles per hour faster.
Yeah, it does. Just wait till the VTEC kicks in.
Alright, let's see. This one's going to go to this side. That one needs to go to the computer, so it'll go on that side.
Do they have any cable routing like clips or anything?
No, and it's so funny you say that. That was the one thing I meant to give, like on my not so good list for the R seat. I meant to add no cable management. Because,
You didn't have any clips?
nope, didn't come with Velcro or...
Openings that you can route the cables through the.
And that's the thing, with big old tubular like that, wouldn't you think they'd have that? That would be cool, I should say.
Yeah, mine has it. I don't use it, but it has it.
Oh, shifter. I'm trying to plug the power into the shifter. That's not going to work.
Push really hard.
Alright, there we go. Alright, this came with some Velcro strips. We'll use them real quick. And then we'll slide it in, and then we'll turn on the other computer. And I believe I have Thrustmaster drivers on this system already. Not that, we can just fire it up. You guys can see it in action real quick, but then I'm probably going to switch gears to practicing for tomorrow's monster race. I think George Sandman put up a room.
Yep, it's up.
So that's my next goal. My next goal is to go show George Sandman how to drive.
He's already a second ahead of everybody.
Oh,
Making progress in
jeez.
the room, and then, he started blowing past my laps.
In reverse.
Might as well be.
That is awesome.
Do a donut before he crossed the line, too, just to make me feel better.
I think we should start doing drug testing at the sim pit.
No, I'm very nobody's gonna be there.
For what? For what kind of drugs?
Fuel checked.
What are you worried about?
Nitromethane in it.
Yeah, he's gonna be doing the power of the dab. Power of the dab compels me.
Only performance-enhancing drugs will be violations. I think Sandman's on steroids.
Oh, okay. Shit.
We've never held anybody.
still didn't tighten.
Maybe we should put a rule. Every lap the Sandman does, he has to do a shot.
It's these side brackets that are allowing that movement. All right.
They put his head on the baseball bat and run around in circles, three circles each lap.
Or drink a beer.
And then do circles.
Now we're talking. That's really pressing in on the seat, but I'm assuming that wiggle is supposed to be gone. Wiggle be gone. Yeah, I'm gonna be in my Formula driving position for the Mazda.
Super immersive and realistic.
Ta-da!
Have
Just.
like little sliding pads on the bottom so they don't scratch your floor.
It has little feet, but they will scratch my floor, but I just swept up, so I wasn't too worried about it. Je suis fini. How was that, Joa?
Great man.
Alright, I'm gonna turn on my computer. Alright, what do you guys think of the look?
I like it.
It looks sleek.
I couldn't get in and out of it, but I like it.
What if you put it up on something? Could you then, Tim?
Well, I'd have to raise that steering wheel just to get my legs in.
How tall are you? You'd probably have it higher
Well,
than I.
it's not that I'm that tall. I'm that big around. I never get out. That's the problem. I die of thirst.
No, no, that's the thing. You can kind of just roll in and out, it seems. Like, if it's on the ground, I mean, you can kind of just get in, and then I guess you can just kind of, like, dump yourself out.
Good for when you're drunk, Rick.
Right. Well, I mean, if you saw my rig and the way I have to skedaddle, slide in and out, yeah, I can get in and out. I just have a little fun with it.
That's funny, when I heard John Hill saying he wants a Formula rig, I think of it, like, that's gonna be your coffin.
He's kind of in. No, John's kind of in a Formula rig. That's what I don't. Yeah, he's in a Bob Earl, which is a pretty low slung. It's like dual bar. You have to kind of like lower yourself in.
It's not how he hurt himself.
It sounds like
I think it's part of how he hurt himself.
The Andy wants another one.
All right, let's see here.
Faster one.
Now, being
Faster rig, yeah. Like Doug Aldi.
some rigs are quicker than others.
Doug Aldi, he took like, I don't know what, he had like 30 seconds left. With that new rig. I'm just kidding, Doug. You're out there.
Now, if you're on the floor and you don't have a keyboard mouse tray, I guess this is what you do, right? Actually, I'd want my mouse on that side now. But I have them all strung together. I'm not going to undo that. Alright, looks like I'm good to go. So,
Anybody know what Sandman's password might be?
I believe it is the Sim
Wow, those monitors are really up there, huh?
Simpic Crew.
Yeah, that's the Simpic Crew. Sorry.
Is it done?
No.
Okay.
Simpic Crew.
I tried the official password. It didn't work. Something's happening. Somewhere.
You're in, I can see your name.
Oh, okay. I knew I was going in some room.
Are you in yet?
I hear that often.
That's what she said.
What's his name?
Oh, I gotta grab my racing shoes here.
Simpit Pit Crew?
Yes.
I thought it was just Pit Crew.
Simpic Crew.
Oh, Simpit Crew.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I think.
Was it?
What am I saying?
Ah, shit.
I thought I just did Pit Crew.
No, it's Simpic Crew.
Simpitcre.
Thank you. You got me thinking I was wrong, too. You guys said it's
We're all wrong. Let's just leave it at
I
that.
don't know. I mean, I don't care what it is.
Yeah, what?
I was much of that very
Bang, bang, bang. My wheel's getting a little waxy.
Gloves.
I don't like gloves. I'm hot enough. I'm too hot already.
Closing the round down. Getting ready to load in.
That would be a cool video. I'll put on a hat and wear gloves and we'll see just how much I sweat.
Screw you, NVIDIA. There's a driver update. That looks good for me. I can wait. Screw it.
Do you have a new video card?
No. I
It
have
won't
to
matter then. 1080, yeah. Goddamn wind's blowing, snows everywhere, town, window. Sounds like freaking Antarctica out there. The weather outside, I just went over by the window and about got frostbite.
Where do you live?
Wyoming. We're not that far north, we're up that high elevation, is the problem. We've been getting snow all day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I can bet.
Whoa, what the hell happened?
I think I was running slow because I was using a full tank of gas. Not the 3.3.
Bear with me. I'm switching to this audio.
Is it the same setup as last week? Fixed?
I said this baseline.
No. The one we were supposed to.
Okay, I'm going
Use the shared one.
Can you guys hear me? Can you guys? Okay.
No, I can't hear a thing.
Ah, shit.
Why is my graphics all of a sudden I'm sitting in the rear of the car?
I'm sitting under the car, it seems.
You should be used to that.
Do you feel like you're driving a Mazda with the seat in it?
Yeah, I'm on the floorboard.
Oh, oops.
I don't know this layout.
It's not too bad. You'll pick it up pretty quick. Is this the rip-off challenge thing we did?
No, it's a different layout.
Yeah.
Just pull your monitors closer to you, Sean.
It might even be more upright then, wouldn't it?
You'll be looking underneath the monitors.
Whoa.
I told you to go out there and steal some pellets, man. Like 3 pellets.
I can make a little profile tray. Oh, I see we're using turn 3. Ah, this is kind of cool.
Oh, this is the one you can't figure out where the hell the brakes were.
Let's see. 1, 2. Oh, we don't want to go to 3. Oh, we might be. Oh, you know what? You need to turn in, not so much brake for that one. It looked like. I don't think you need a little brake there either. Just, I bet you do here though. Oh yeah. Not too much though. And you always over brake the Miata. If you're hearing squeal, you're probably doing too much.
Yeah, if you touch the brake, you're pretty much there.
1, 2. Turning in at 3/4. Oh, carried a little too much speed into that one. Maybe a lot too much speed.
I wish on the driving line there was halfway.
Oh, I forgot where I was on the track.
Yeah,
No, no problem. Oh, like Forza where it only turns on in the corner instead of like everywhere?
well, yeah, that and just make it to where you can tone it down. Even that would be something.
Like you could decrease the brake zone?
Oh, there's no driving.
How does the driving position look? I'm pretty comfortable. I could sit here all day. If the monitor was a little lower, I'd be happier.
I can't see it anymore, Sean.
You're dr-
See on my 4 screen. You look fine. You look like your arms are not too uncomfortable. It's actually pretty. Your arms are about the same angle as mine.
Make me look about 20 years younger.
Oh, I love this rig.
Of course, my GT is kind of half F1 laid back.
Is your seats reclined?
Yeah. I can lay it all the way back and just roll out that way. Flat.
Stretch a little bit. Feels like I need to rally cars. Bumps. I wish we could just rally over that last corner. Yeah, that last corner bumpy as shit.
Oh, that's a fun little track. What are we doing, 100 laps here? Whoa! Lot of brake lockup.
45-minute race.
I can't remember.
I guess 45-minute race for 45-minute long race. We're lucky, probably 46 to 48 laps. Somewhere in there. That was just rough math in my head real quick.
overshot that one.
Oh, I thought you made a left, but you should have made a right.
Well, I did, but I'm not part of it.
I was like, that part of the track's closed. Get out of here.
Not if you drive fast enough. Wow. Car right back.
I forgot I was kind of doing a job here. Now we're getting a draft. I got way too many lights on me for this too.
Steering wheel itself adjusted. That's the nice thing about the Thrustmaster series, at least the T300, T500. You can push your boat button
Well,
and go left, right on your four-way. Change it on the fly. I had mine set up, still work.
woo! Shit! Who's that ahead of me? Climber?
Ahead of you was Sandman.
Oh, okay, good. Look at that, we're in the ballpark already, boys and girls. Hi, Max. What do you think of the new rig? What do you think?
It was you that knocked me out of 4th place.
Max, what's up, buddy? What's up, monkey? Puppy monkey baby. Hi. Oh, hi. What do you want? All right, well, that might conclude our stream. What I need to do is figure out some reasonable way to make this not look like I'm looking up at the sky. I can bring the monitor stand towards me, like Bucho said. Hi. What's up, monkey? Man, if that was just right there, that'd be so freaking awesome right now. Wouldn't that be funny if I had teetered it on to myself? Hi, buddy. What do you want? What do you want from me? What do you want? Right before the stream. right before the stream. What are you doing? No. Is it already in? What are you doing? Hi. Hi. Oh, hi. Yes, hi. I'm sweaty, I know. Yes. Alright. Well, now that I've had that love for my dog that you all got to see, I guess, yeah. So at this point, seems pretty solid. Seems pretty comfortable. Seems pretty adjustable. I might want the pedals just a teeny bit closer. I'm debating that. I don't know, because it would also raise my knees, and I'm actually pretty, I don't know, I'm pretty happy. On these pedals, I think I'm okay. If these were more heavy duty, I think I need them that much closer. But for these, I'm alright, because I can do them with my pinky toe if I needed to. The wheel does not seem perfectly centered. Or the seat does not. So I'm going to need to try to tweak something in this area to get the wheel right here instead of right there. We're only talking about this much. Like, maybe only of an eighth of an inch, but I'm pretty critical of those sort of things. I like the driving position. If my monitors were there, it'd be really awesome. Anytime you drive in Formula 1 position, you're going to end up with conflict where your monitors are below your wheel, so your wheel's going to obstruct your view. It also might limit how far, like right now I couldn't drop these down or they'd hit my wheelbase. So there's going to be a limitation on how far in you can actually bring them in this driving position.
Yeah, you know, if you extended the left side leg under the steering wheel, that would kick it over that to the right, or the opposite, right?
I didn't quite follow you there, Tim.
Okay, okay, the leg is
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, I'd put a little angle on it.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I'm not talking like an eighth of an inch, and I don't even know that you'd even notice it.
I might be able to just loosen these and just kind of push it over, too.
Right.
So.
Yeah, it may be a, you know, a speck of paint holding you up on one side and not as far up on the other.
Yeah.
I don't know if the measurements are exactly
Well,
right.
and I have to be honest with you, I don't even, I mean, it might just be where I sit in the seat, too. It doesn't have sides, right? Almost any seat I've ever sat in has some kind of a side that almost is a centering device. This thing will let you kind of sit not centered in the seat also. So, as I readjust, I'm not even uncomfortable. Also, I have my pedals skewed, and I'm using the two, you know, right pedals versus if I was like in a true Formula 1 position, you'd have it like the guys had it at that F1 2018. You'd be using the clutch for the brake pedal, essentially. In fact, if this was my rig and I was going to set it up this way all the time, I would probably put the conical mod on the clutch, and I would make this my brake, and then maybe make that my clutch just for race starts or something, you know.
Yeah, I know a couple guys that just taken those out on Logitech Thrustmaster, taking the center one out, and then just either added a little bit of wiring or just moved the wire slowly.
Right.
Or just move the whole brake assembly over to where the clutch normally goes, and then just cover up the center hole with tape.
Right. So So there is some movement in the wheel deck. You can see that, comparing it to like the R seat, which is just a brute. Comparing that to like a profile rig, which if built right is a brute. So I see a little bit of movement. It's kind of just some flexy movement. It's not changing its adjustment. It's just wiggle. Same thing on the brake. Under heavy braking, I'm seeing a little bit of movement, not too much, and that's harder than I'm ever going to brake in sim racing right there. Because if you're pressing the conical that hard, you're full lock up in every sim. Under gas, there's no movement, so under reasonable load, there's no flex at all. It's just a teeny bit under load, like load cell, hydraulic. We'll find out. We're going to put the Ricmotech on there next phase. So anyway, for $4.99, I'm pretty impressed. Obviously no keyboard or mouse consideration. There is the butt kicker adapter, which we haven't put on yet. There is a shifter adapter, which I have not put on yet.
For a quick cheap fix on that pedal, brake pedal movement, you could take a piece of wood, like a piece of 1x, and cut it at an angle where it would fit underneath the pedal and make the torque beat pretty damn solid.
Yep, I used to do that with the original R seats, which had flex in that area. Same with original play seats.
Yeah, I mean, my track racer, RS8, it only has a single center tube, and it's pretty thin tubing. It's not heavy walled by any means. I ended up taking a broom handle, and I got a pair of discs that run there, and I just kind of jammed it into there, and that gives it a little more stiffness, where the steering wheel doesn't start oscillating up and down under heavy, more feedback.
Right.
Good, what you gotta do, man.
Yeah. Joe, sorry you got a migraine, buddy. I get migraines like maybe 3 or 4 a year. Most miserable thing on earth. Joe's still here. Oh, Joe's not here.
He said he was watching sliding this week.
Yeah. Alright. If I get a migraine, I have to take, Imitrex, I think it is that my aunt gives me. And then I literally will lay down in the bottom of the tub with the water running in the shower, just letting it run over my head, and I'll just sit there with the lights off and just in there until I start to feel like it's going to go away. Migraines are... Yeah. Alright, well, yeah, like I said, I think I'm going to end the stream, unless anybody has any last-minute questions about this. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a bunch of footage of it in use with this equipment on it in Formula 1 position, with or without adjusting the monitors. I'm not worried about it. That's not the rig's fault. And then maybe tomorrow we have a noon race. Tomorrow I want to switch it over to the Leo wheel and the Ricmotech pedals, and then do some more driving. So that's my stages. I'm trying to really rapid fire through this so that I can get right to the AccuForce wheel, so that I can get right to the HPP pedals, so I can get right to, oh gosh, Brandon's wheel rim, Brandon's shaker. I have a couple of butt kickers to review. I have a SH8 shifter, a Thrustmaster handbrake. So yeah, I'm gonna really try to rapid fire and try to really accelerate. I mean, we're not gonna do this for every product. We'll do this for the big ones. We'll probably do something like this with the AccuForce on, tuning day. But other than that, the smaller things, I don't think there's any point in doing live. Just the bigger stuff, I think. Unless you guys just want what the hell's going on in the shop that day, we can always fire it up. But anyway, the new space is working out great, as you can see. I haven't had the room to do what I've done. Yeah, I have 3 banks of lighting at this point. I have this set, which I call this set 1 driving set, And the lights that are on are if I'm recording a wheel, pedal, or rig in use. Not worried about the, the monitors I'm not worried about because we're focusing on the products. I have another set of lighting that goes that way, and that's where the SimPit banner is over on that wall. That's where the desk was. That's where we were filming this morning. I just moved the desk out of the way and built the rig where the desk normally lays. And then behind me is where the 2 rigs are actually sitting right now, the picture I showed you. That's sort of like my storage corner, I guess, where there's the closet with endless amounts of sim gear. And then opposite to that corner is the computer station. 2 computers, power box for the sim steering, all my cable routers and all that crap is all over that way, and some spare parts. So yeah, it's not a huge room, but I took the time before I even put one thing in here. I'm like, all right, what are my filming directions? Like, I'll be really honest with you. I built sets going back 10 years to the original ISR. I built all of our sets, essentially. And we would never do, like, directors in the movies, they're, like, trying to, like, look like they're looking through the camera lens. And I swear, I built all those sets, and not once did I look at the set from the perspective of a camera. I looked at it from the perspective of a guy walking into the room. And so even though they always looked great when you walked in the room, on camera, I'm like, why do I have it so you only see half of that TV, or only half of that logo, or, I never gave it any proper thought. Whereas this time, for the first time ever, I came in and I was like, okay, there's camera 1, there's camera 2, we got this,
I'm worried about you.
YouTube might worry about you with that logo flag in the background. They might flag it as extremist content. The SimPit extremist.
Somebody told me that looks like a Nazi logo.
I did not see that coming.
No, I didn't either. I'm like, nah, I don't see it. I'm okay with it.
Well, what's funny is that OBS is pretty similar on my computer on the bookmark bar. So that's that used to throw me. I was like, why am I going to OBS? Yes.
Just want to see how much that thing
That one there, that's
rigid.
pretty neat.
All right, I love it. I love it. All right, I've threatened to. I'm gonna stop the stream. I'm gonna turn off the lighting so I can actually see my monitors. And then, oh no, I can't. I'm gonna film some footage. So I'm gonna drive, but I'm not gonna be able to see very well. All right, so I'll be back, or I'm still gonna be around. I'm not gonna log off a chat. I'm just gonna shut off the stream. And I'm gonna take my headphones, and I'm gonna get a little bit of fresh air and come back and do some driving and probably film. Not probably. I'm gonna film different angles of the rig. That's my goal tonight. I'm working all night. All right. I'll be back, you guys.